Teams, just quick scouting report on Colorado Rush for Champions Cup. They should be in a 4-3-3, unlike their normal 3-4-3 that a lot of their clubs play or a lot of their teams play in. Very quality possession based team, super technical. Have some flaws, but certainly something that we need to show up, or a team that we need to show up and bring a top performance against. When we're attacking them, a good rhythm for us goes a long way. Good fast tempo of possession, attacking their outside backs in 1v1 scenarios will be super helpful as well. If we're able to find our open midfield, since we play with four, it should pull one of their defenders out of shape. So their center backs aren't super fast and can be beat for pace. So we just need to be alert and put them under a little bit of pressure and dribble at them as well. Wide areas in transition will be key. When we defend, press their center backs. It's super important to press their center backs and force them to make mistakes. Again, we can't press for 90 minutes, but definitely if there's moments where they don't look like they're comfortable, we should definitely make them rush a little bit. Our front six really has to stay compact. You'll see some of the video of their build up. Very important for us to stay compact, because if they get into a rhythm and play through midfield, and one of the three midfielders, they like to do like one touch passes. So we should be able to outnumber them and they could cough up the ball. But don't dive in. Don't give them too many opportunities to beat us in 2v1s, and we should be okay. Just get it started here. Their build up. First three or four build ups of this match. They're in blue, of course, playing against Wasatch. And as you can see, very calm on the ball, just moving the opponent. Didn't see the goalkeeper, have to kick long, for much of this match. But you can see their outside back now starts to run forward to create something here. And poor pass, but at the end of the day, we just want to be aware of that they're going to try and move us a little bit with their shape. So again, midfielder coming up, calm and how they play. Been very similar to us. We can jump that pass to the outside back and force her into making mistakes. Their one touch pass there creates a turnover. So I'll rewind that again, just so you're aware as that ball comes in, we've got to be ready to pounce on the second midfielder, or the midfielder that's receiving the ball. But then you can see that they're really good in build up and really good at possession. But then the center back just hoofs the ball forward and creates, gets into the half. So again, we just have to be aware of that. Another midfield play up forward, and not much to it, right? So not much to a goal scoring opportunity. And let me just rewind a little bit, because it's one pass from a goalkeeper in between two forwards, flicked on. So don't go. You got to challenge and win the ball. And then the runner's in behind, and, the goal scored. So be aware of that. We can press them. So as they're passing the ball and very calm and composed, put them under some pressure, and you can see what kind of things can happen. Here's a goal scored by the opponent. They're attacking again. They have good ball circulation, confident on the ball. Look at how they want to switch the point of attack and get this player in. A little behind her, but you can see what the idea was, just to create something by getting the ball into the box. Early service comes in. So overall, it's just a solid group that, and a goal scored, a solid group that has confidence, and we need to make sure they're not confident, after 20 minutes of playing with us. Or how they're defending in these scenarios. Just as a reminder, again, as we lose possession of the ball, if they're looking to attack, we need to make sure our lines become very organized. So we want to bring all of our backs want to come in, our six and our wide midfielders need to at least work towards the center of the park, outside backs especially, just to create some density in the middle of the field. Because right there, that forward is receiving the ball too early, and now we would be unbalanced if that were us. Again, how they're pressing out of the back, out of a build-up, looks to bring three players over, create a 3v3. So we've got to solve this a little quicker. That's actually a good ball, but she's got to get that ball out of her feet a little quicker. And you can see the quickness of this is excellent from the white team. So that's the type of tempo you need to break down a team that, is organized in possession and also out of possession. Position looks like here. I'm not afraid to take a shot from distance and into the goal. So again, goalkeepers recognize this player. Pass goes into the middle. There's no pressure on the ball. So we need pressure on the ball so we don't give up too many free shots on goal. Let's take a look at their defensive shape. Center forward just tries to force. Now, the one piece here is that they're pretty spread out. You can see, in this situation. I mean, it's a 3-2 game or 3-1 game at this point, and you can see how they're really spread out in terms of how they defend. So us getting the ball into the second layer or into these half spaces there and there, will be really important for us. It's just they were unfortunate with their pass, but they still regain. And then now look at the wide areas. Look at the wide areas, and the center backs can be beat for speed if we play the ball in behind. Here comes the center forward running up. To six blue jerseys, 40 yards out away from their goal instead of playing it into this area and this area and making those six blue jerseys have to run. See the overlapping outside back here. Just be aware of it. Box for crosses. They're not high pressing, but they are organized. Numbers around the ball. And again, this space here to break the line. But if we have to go back and play out, we're more than capable of doing that. So that's what we should be doing instead of coughing up the ball in their press and then giving them a chance to counter on us. So this is an opportunity for us. When they transition to defend, again, look at how they all come into the middle there, and these wide areas for an outside back or a wide midfielder on the other side as well can certainly catch up to them. And you can see that you missed it in the picture. You can rewind, but the outside back or the center back was really slow to recover to get that ball. Loss of possession, and when they lose it here, now it's where's the best place to attack. And again, you can see the center back struggles to get out there, and they're able to get on the ball and have numbers around the ball as well. And look at their restarts, numbers they have that are running, two out here, one on the goalkeeper, and a few running into the near post there. So just recognize what their plan is there. Do not lose sight of your marks here. Left-footed in swinger as well. So be aware of that. Here we clear the danger. Another corner for them. You can always rewind this and take a look at what their setup is, where they like to serve the ball as well. Defending a corner, so you can just see the numbers that they have inside the box, inside the six. So again, you can rewind this as well, and then how they look to get out and pressure the ball right away. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of information and a look at how they play. It's just a guide. At the end of the day, you guys have to show up and compete and be ready to go. So we know you guys are going to do great. So get in touch if you have any questions, and we will see you guys soon.